Hey everyone, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can make clickable YouTube thumbnails easily using a software called Ecamm Live. It's really easy and it only takes 6 steps to become an expert at it. If I can do it, you can do it, I promise. All right, so let's jump in. Step 1, you're going to record a video using Ecamm, ideally in as high a quality as your camera will allow and in your existing studio space. So as an example, I'm going to show you one that I created just a week or two ago. So you can see in this video, I'm in the exact same space you see me in, and I just tried a few silly, ridiculous poses. We know that expressions work really well on YouTube. So testing out a couple of silly, ridiculous expressions just to get yourself comfortable in this space is a great way to get started. Remember to hold your expression for at least 5 seconds so that you can grab a screenshot. So that is step number 2. Once you have finished recording your video, you're then going to play your video back and you're going to screenshot all of your favorite poses so that you can use them in your YouTube thumbnails. So here's an example of Doc Rock grabbing one of his photos right out of an Ecamm video. And here's an example of one of mine that I pulled from the video that I just showed you. All right, which brings us into step 3. You're going to want to build a repeatable process, right? So every single time that you are recording or streaming using Ecamm, you're going to keep some of that time at the beginning or end, or even in the in-between to be grabbing a consistent, regular set of updated headshots. And once you have those, you're going to take advantage of step 3, which is making a folder of those headshots in whatever software you like best, whether that's Canva, Adobe Express, or Photoshop, anything that you're using to create your graphics. But have a folder that you can just be constantly dropping these headshots and these photos into. All right, so here is an example of what my folder looks like in Express. You can see that I have some of Doc's headshots. They're labeled. I have mine as well so that we can easily find them, search them, and be able to use them in all of our thumbnails. All right, which brings me into step number 4. You're going to want to create a brand kit or a brand for your show or project, right? So these are all of the elements that are going to go around your headshot. So for our podcast, The Flow, this is what our brand kit looks like. So it contains the logo for our show, our color palettes, our fonts, and then all of the different assets that we can use to make our thumbnails clickable, right? So that's, in our case, a couple little swirls and a live icon and a red border around the edge, right? These are all the things that we're going to be using to build distinctive, engaging, and clickable thumbnails throughout. Which brings us into step number 5. Build a template for your thumbnails. This will help make the process really easy and repeatable when you're in the middle of crunch time and you're working through your workflow. You don't want to be scrambling to think through what headshots you have or how to make the thumbnail look unique but still on brand, right? So here's how a template can look. So this is our template. Again, we're using Express for this example, but you could certainly be building this out in Canva or Photoshop or anywhere else that is a graphic design tool. You can see our headshot folder is right there on the top. And then this is what our template looks like for our live episodes. So we have that little live icon and you can see that on the right as well. And then we have kind of a red-orange border around those that are our live episodes. And then if I wanted to make this look the same, but for a non-live episode, just a recorded episode, this is what it would look like, right? So you can see how it's different, but still on brand, right? And you can see in the bottom left-hand corner there that there are different ones, right? So in the example here in the left-hand corner, you can see that Doc is pointing the other way. We have still the same font, still the same background and elements, but it looks a little bit different. It's got a different headshot in it. So I can really quickly and easily just duplicate this, move the elements around, change the text, and also change the headshot to make a unique but still clickable thumbnail. A couple of best practices to keep in mind. You want to keep no more than 3 to 5 at an absolute maximum words on screen. You don't want it to look too busy. You want to have a headshot or some sort of person on with an expression or something that's going to catch attention. That's why you see all of those thumbnails with people looking shocked or scared or pointing at things. That's there to help catch your attention. And you want to have consistent brand colors and elements throughout all of them, but it should be really easy to identify and to read when it's really, really small, as well as if you're seeing a whole bunch of them on one screen, right? So you want to be able to quickly identify if you've already seen that episode or already seen that video before. Which brings us into step 6, which is our last step. Make it rinsable and repeatable. So because we have built this into a process where we are regularly capturing our headshots using Ecamm, we're storing those into a folder. We have all of our brand assets and elements sitting around it, and we have a template that we can quickly duplicate and then just make some tweaks to. I'm able now to do this process within about 10 to 15 minutes every week and have some really fantastic clickable thumbnails as a result. Hopefully that helps you. Let us know what your questions are about YouTube thumbnails in the comments below, or share your favorite YouTube thumbnails with us in the Ecamm community. You can find that at ecamm.com/community.